Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins. Moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to get out of this one on top?
Just about set for football. Blake Grupe is ready to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. A shift taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. The Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Shuck. There's Chris Olave. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing, Shuck. Pressure comes and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard brings up 4. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
On 4th down, the Saints' new man for 2025, Kai Kroger on to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But if you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll try to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. They juked him. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
To throw is Shuck. And Cooks has it over the middle. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
That's good for a Saints. First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Saints.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw now, Shuck. Coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Shuck looking to throw once more. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Shuck now to throw. That's taken in left side by Vele. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback. Exactly right.
What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Shuck to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Miami set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 26-yard line. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, Shuck. That is caught by Vele. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tries it left side and finds Olave. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Gain of 6. That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Achane. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. from the gun, it's Tua. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. On the tackle, though, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Offside, defense.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Off the play fake, Shuck. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They go play action here with Shuck. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And that will get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
To the air once more. Shuck. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st down, back to Achane. Well, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
Achane will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Two and now, third and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, good move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And the slot man goes in motion left. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action now. Shuck. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing, Shuck. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way.
Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play fake. Shuck. Again, it's Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Throwing again here, Shuck. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 30 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Groupie for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Seventeen the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. A give to the fullback on the dive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Waddle, the motion man, right. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tua. Little short pass here to Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, He's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action, now it's Tua. Throw out wide is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
After this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Shuck. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
There's Cooks in motion right. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Shuck. He'll get that complete to Vele. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline, so that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field, and after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down and 1. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Shuck. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll give this to Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun is a give to Achane. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st down, Saints.
On play action, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player. And not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw now, Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen. And they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Open man is Tipton. And he's got room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Shuck now to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Kenneth Grant providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying, but nothing that they have done has worked so far. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And down he'll go at the 25. 159 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
Davis. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A 10th carry for Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Throwing, Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Shuck.
This one taken in by Olave. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Kamara. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Shuck on 3rd and goal.
Wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So here we go, a big spot now for Blake Groupie.
This to break our 4th quarter time. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of there where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw is Shuck. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Shuck's pass, complete to Mason Tipton. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. So now here come the Dolphins. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they...
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here?
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Looking to put a drive together.
Play fake. Shuck. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the turnover, it's Tua. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ryan Brzee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's Shuck. That is caught by Vele.
Shuck's pass complete to Devon Vele. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Miami set to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now Tua. Caught by Dulcich.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Tua. He's got Gordon.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing Tua. Connecting with Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Huge first down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Tua. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Tagovailoa.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.